Hi guys, and welcome to my very first video on this channel. And since you may know me from ARK, I decided that this is going to be my first video. And my first video will be a kind of tutorial how not to suck at ARK. And I heard like many people who start over at ARK messaging me and saying, come on, how does this work? I played ARK for like half an hour or an hour and all I do is dying. Like nothing else. I just die. And so I decided that I do a little bit of a starter tutorial where I explain to you what to do in the like very beginning and how not to suck at ARK. I hope I don't suck at this tutorial, by the way, because yeah, that would be a little bit embarrassing. So I joined an official server. It's an official PvE server, and this is like my very first advice to you. If you have never played this game before, go on PvE. Don't go on PvP, even if you want to play PvP in the end, but go on PvE because learning the game is the key of mastering the game. And on PvP, you usually don't have the time or the possibility to learn the game. I've seen many PvP players who just know parts of the game they have learned through PvP. But then there are dinos they have never seen before because they were not important or not that important for PvP. And in the end, it turned out that those dinos were like quite handy for some kind of things. So start in PvE because the environment in ARK is already unfriendly enough. You don't have to deal with griefy players. So when you join a server in the very beginning, you see your character, your character screen. How you can make your own character. And one important thing, you cannot change the character afterwards. So don't do it like many people do, just go randomize and make some kind of a weird mutant character, thinking that's like the most funny thing ever, and then going into the game. Because even if it looks funny, you will not be able to change this. The only way to change the looks of your character is making a complete new character, and you will lose all your progress. So don't do this. Like make a character you can deal looking on for the rest of your kind of career on that server. Later, of course, you can when you go on another server, you can make a new character. Something that is also possible, that you can, like, for example, making bigger boobs, smaller boobs, whatever you like with your character. You can save the preset. You can now call it my cute char. Save it, and if you go on another server, you don't have to like make a new character again, or you don't have to like keep in mind what you changed. Then you just go and load a preset and choose the one that you just saved. I have this one. This is like my standard character, even though I always forget to... Where do I have it? Lower face size. I usually make everything on like tiny, small, not to be seen. But I always forget that I like don't that I should change my lower face because that looks ridiculous. Come on. Okay, you can scroll in with the mouse wheel. You can change the position of your char with drag and drop while holding the right mouse button, and you can also with drag and drop with the left mouse button, you just turn your character. And then you see like having no chin. It's maybe not what we want. And so lower face size, let's get a chin. Okay, I choose a name. I usually go for Tia. And now something important, like in the very beginning, if you join a server, and if you join a server that is using official maps, you usually see different spawn regions, and you also see like the difficulties, if it's easy, if it's hard. And this on this map, on the Ragnarok map, you see Recommend, which means this here is an area, or is an area where you are most likely safe. There will be threats. I'm not lying, but you will be most likely safe. The next thing also is when you click on these areas here, as you can see, you see up here, you see like the region gets highlighted, so you know where exactly it is. So I usually, on Ragnarok, I love to go Jungle 2, which is on the upper left corner. And the upper left corner also is the area where you have the blue obelisk on this map. So, create a new survivor and jump right into the game. With a very first start, we're at the beach, see our implant, and then we look around. Like, I don't know how often I've seen the start of the game already. And since I'm on an official server, you already may see quite a few buildings, you may see dinos of other people. You can now run around and check. So this is Orna Stark. It's there is offline damage protection on the server, which is, I think, on every server, every official server. If I get this wrong, like just tell me. There's a player. So yeah. Right now it's getting nighttime. One thing I recommend for you or doing when it's nighttime, it's activated on all official servers at the moment. You can use the gamma command, and you just press tabulator and put in gamma, and I usually go for gamma 5, and it lightens up your screen. In the end, if you don't want to use the gamma command because you think it's a little cheaty, since it's in the game, like they activated it, they can deactivate it, so they activated it, so it's fine to use. It's not like you get banned for using gamma. But like in the very beginning, it's like pretty handy to see in the night, especially when you, like me, just start. When you like me just start fresh on a server in the middle of the night. Okay, so like your very first night in ARK should actually be, as you can see down there, it's like a little snowflake. It should be making a fire or finding a fire that is not locked. Sometimes on PvE servers in the spawn regions, you will find like small areas where people just build unlocked stuff, so you can like cook your first meat. And now we engage our first dino. As you can see, this is a dino that is not very friendly. It's running after us. And this is a Pygomastax. And the Pygomastax ability is stealing stuff from your inventory and also attacking you. Let me see, do I have stuff in my inventory? I do. So I don't know if they still, I don't think they still steal skins. Yeah. So he just took my narco berries. As you can see, they're not stealing skins anymore, and he ate them, and now he runs away. He also did a little bit of damage, and he will most likely come back and keep stealing stuff from me. So please be aware, those guys are pretty annoying. They can also steal like your good weapons and stuff like this, but they are not the worst thing you can find at the beach. As you see, he comes back, he's like, oh, you had so nice berries. Let's get some more. Oh no, it's another one. It's his friend. They probably told each other that they can get nice things from me. So I'm just leaving now. As you can see, I already lost like a quarter of my health. When it comes to dinos in ARK, since in the beginning you don't know which dino is friendly and which is not, just expect every dino to be unfriendly unless dodos. Dodos are never unfriendly. Like in the beginning of ARK, they attacked you, but they don't attack you anymore. So dodos are fine. Expect everything else to kill you or to eat you, or, well, hopefully first killing you before it eats you. So this is my favorite spot to go on Ragnarok, actually, but it's also a very popular spot, so people do build here. Like as you can see, people do build here. Oh, it's not built here. That's nice to see, but somebody put down pillars. So this is also something you may see, pillars with ladders on it in an area where people don't want you to build. So in the very first beginning, when you just took a look around to see where you were and to find a good spot to settle down. So I would say find a spot where you put down a temporary base before you find your final spot. Let's see if we can do it here. I'm actually not sure because there's a lot of stuff around here. And there's a chest which is locked. Yeah, we just try to settle down here, I guess. Like just for the beginning. So you want to find a temporary place. And this temporary place, choose it as safe as possible. So stay near the beaches. You can also go into like caves, but I think it's better like in the very beginning, since you spawn here, just build your first little house at the beach, because you can then see if something dangerous, big and dangerous, is coming towards you. Okay, so you start by pressing E to gather stuff. As you can now see, I'm gathering stuff from the bushes, from this bamboos. There are also like from the trees, leaves laying down here. And the good thing about Ragnarok is if you pick up those, you also get wood, which you usually would need a hatchet for, or you need to like punch trees until your hands are bloody, and we don't want that. So this is quite handy, so you can pick up stuff from the ground here. Ragnarok is very different when it comes to gathering resources than other maps, because you can also like pick up rare flowers. I don't know if you can pick up mushrooms. I'm not sure about that, but you can pick up like many things. You would go a quite different way on, for example, the first map, the island. So, as you can see, I did a little bit of gathering. I'm hungry, and in the top it says in bright green letters, level up is available. So you press I for inventory, and now you see you can give yourself a level up. On PvE, the leveling is a little bit different than on PvP. On PvE, I would suggest first going for weight, for health, and for melee damage. Those are the ones that are important in the beginning. So I usually go for weight in the beginning, so I can gather more and I can level up faster. And now you can see up here I have 8 points, and to make everything I need 9 points, so I have to choose now. I will most likely do, I think, the campfire and the spear. I think that's more important at the moment. So I go out of the inventory again and in the inventory again, and now I have like the inventory tab here, and the right thing is crafting. I can make paper. I don't want to make paper now. So the first thing I should do is a pickaxe. The pickaxe is like the most important tool in this game. So to make the pickaxe, I need thatch, and something I would suggest if you want to like farm for something you want to craft, and you don't want to go back into the crafting screen every time to check what you need, especially when the crafting screen will get very full in the end, because as you can see, there are a lot of engrams you can learn, and they will, or most of them will be in the crafting screen. So you just drag and drop what you want to farm on one of your hotbars, and then you have the blueprint on the hotbar. And when you long press that button, it shows you with red letters what you need. And that's like very important for, especially when you're building and you're like making, for example, like 10 foundations, and you don't know what you need, and you don't want to go back into your crafting screen to check what material you need to make more. You just put your foundations blueprint on a hotkey, and then you can simply like run around, just check here, go on harvesting, and yeah, it's quite easy. So right now we see we need thatch. In the beginning you get thatch by punching trees, and once you have all materials to craft something, you see the blueprint just turned white. Now I press the button again, and it will craft the item. There it is. Now I can put this on my first slot. Click once on the button, and then it disappears again. And now we have a pickaxe, like our very first item. To make the second item, let's see, we have we have the spear. The spear is basically our very first real weapon. This one can do damage, but this one will do more damage. So we need, as we can do it like this, we need flint and wood. We get flint with a pickaxe. That's why it's important to make a pickaxe in the very beginning. We need flint. We get flint with a pickaxe from stones. And since this is only like a stone pickaxe, it will take forever, and you will not get very much. Also, I'm on an official server with official raids. Now we need wood. We can use the pickaxe for wood too. We will not get that much wood, but we will get wood, so maybe not from this tree. Maybe, oh yeah, there's wood. So you get more thatch with a pickaxe. Once we get the hatchet, we will get more wood with a hatchet from the tree. So those both tools, hatchet and the pickaxe, they're both important for gathering materials, and you can both use them on the same materials to get different stuff. So now it tells me I'm hungry. There you see, there's my stomach. This symbol shows it's empty. And here you can see on the right side my torpor is rising because I'm hungry. You can also see it down here in the character screen. The torpor is slowly rising. And in the beginning I just have berries. And so I eat the berries. Berries you want to eat in the very beginning are all berries besides the stem berries and the narco berries. Let me just pick up some berries so I can show you which one to eat, and which one not to eat. So you want to eat every berry besides this one and this one, because this one will drain your water, but it will also fill your stamina. So this is basically like let's call it like a coffee berry. You will dehydrate, but you will get energy back. And this one will just simply put you asleep. It's a narco berry. But don't throw them away. We might need them later. Okay, so now you made your very first spear. And the spear can be used for two things. First of all, you can hold it and just pike people or animals. But you can also, with hold right click, you can throw it. And when you're lucky, getting it back. The thing is, the spear is not very very good since it breaks. Sometimes it breaks fast after like 1 or 2 uses. Sometimes it holds a little bit longer. But keep in mind, you always want to have at least like 3 or 4 spears in the beginning, so you don't run out of spears when you're fighting something. So this is like your very first real weapon. And making that spear gave me enough points to level up again. So I get myself some melee damage. Now I can make the hatchet. And I can make the next important things, and those are clothes. So I make pants and a shirt. And those will protect you a little bit against damage, but they will also protect you from heat and from cold. So I can now make only the shirt, because I don't have enough fiber. Like we can make fiber later, or we can collect fiber later. But you see, the snowflake disappeared. We're just now picking up fiber from bushes with pressing E. And let's see, can I make the pants now? Not yet. I need 2 more fiber to make the pants. So there we go. And we pick up like all the stuff that's on the ground right now. Which is fine because we need it anyway. Okay, now I can make pants. And something else I just saw. Because we picked up so much stuff, we can also make our first hatchet. And this is what we're doing, making the first hatchet. Also try to keep like a specific order of your items in your hotbar. Like I usually have my pickaxe on the 2nd slot, my hatchet on the 1st one, and my melee weapon on the 3rd one. So I don't confuse it, and I don't have to look up where I have stuff when I get attacked or when I want to harvest something. Okay, so as you saw, we get mostly thatch with a pickaxe, but we get with a hatchet we get wood. I mean, we also get thatch, but mostly wood. That's what the hatchet is for. And harvesting stuff gives you experience. Crafting stuff gives you experience. And this is what you want to do like in the very beginning. It's do 1 more spear. Also make a torch. Like just keep crafting all the stuff. And you see with every piece I craft, my experience goes up. Not that fast, but it goes up. So, and after a while when you have played ARK a little bit, you will also get like skins. As you can see, skins have this, I think it's an eye for telling you like it's a visual thing. For example, I have like the birthday suit, which basically turns you naked. Let me just remove this again. So when you're pressing control while drag and dropping over the of the clothes, you can remove stuff again. Okay, so we survived our first night, not running into dinosaurs because we were avoiding them. That's a good thing. The next thing we want to do is like leveling a little bit up and getting food. Like getting food in the very first beginning, like is important. Is really important. And you don't want to fight animals that might be able to kill you. So don't do the like. So there's one mistake people do, and this is like killing turtles in the very first beginning. You don't want to do this. You don't want to engage with turtles. Just leave them be. Leave them being turtles, because they are super tanky. They have a lot of life, and they attack back. They will most likely kill you. So don't even try to do this. It's not worth it. We have 2 spears. We maybe want to make 1 more, so we have 3. I'll just keep the blueprint for the spear on my hotbar at the moment. Also put some berries on your hotbar, because then you can like quickly eat them. I usually do this. You can like do it differently. You need to find your own game flow anyway, but this is like just how I do it. So in the beginning you want to kill stuff that it's tiny, that will die fast, and that will, in the best case, not fight back. And you will find stuff like this at the beach, where we just came from. And since I on another server I have my base here, I know that we can get down here, and then we get to the beach, equip your spear, and then try to find dodos. Because dodos, oh, there's a dillo. You may be able to kill dillos too. If you have seen Jurassic Park, a dillo it was the thing that spit in the oh, there's a stuck Pickaxe. Maybe we should kill this one. The dillos were the ones spitting in the first movie, Jurassic Park. So here is a Pickaxe. It's stuck. So let's see if I can reach it. Oh, he stole from me. Doesn't matter. He stole my meowberries. Let's try to do this. Okay, we killed it. That's good. So let's harvest it. If we use the hatchet, we get more height. If we use the pickaxe, we get more meat. And meat is what we want. So as you can see, we got meat, and oh, he stole from people before. He was carrying around thatch, so he stole thatch from somebody before. Which means we can even do one more spear. Okay, so we now have meat. Keep in mind, everything here has spoiling times. Also the meat, and raw meat has like very short spoiling times. So you want to make a campfire pretty fast. This is the campfire. I put it down on a hotkey, and I see I need some stone. And I need some flint. An easy way to get stone is taking the hatchet. Yes, I know, the hatchet, not the pickaxe. The hatchet. And just hit on stones to harvest them. This is an easy way to get stone. If I use the pickaxe instead, like here, I get flint. Well, I also get stone, but it's like mostly for harvesting flint. So now I can make a campfire. It told me it's available to make now. Let's see if I can make a campfire here. Or if it tells too close to an enemy foundation. So I just selected the campfire and just check. Oh, okay, I can build here. That's good. So I put my campfire down here. It's automatically locked, so nobody can take stuff from us. Then I put my wood in here. I put the meat in here, and then I wait. Also, the campfire gives us a little bit of warmth, and we don't have to worry too much about when it's getting colder. Okay, so while the meat is cooking for us, we should like start gathering material for leveling up, and also for building our very first tiny little base. Okay, so I will end this video here, and in the next video I will show you how to do your very first little base. So if you have questions so far, just leave a comment under the video, and I will answer your questions. Keep in mind, I keep this like this video is probably for people who already played ARK. It's probably let's say slowish, because you already know all those kind of things. But this is like a strict beginner tutorial for people who have never played ARK before and who want to get into the game. So, well, see you in the next video.